Hello everybody. Today we have with us architect Vishwas Gupta sir, principal of Dr. D.Y. Patil College of Architecture, Navi Mumbai. I welcome you sir. Let's begin the interview. You have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector, sir?
Uh, First of all, I have been connected to this particular institution since 1992 when I joined this as a lecturer, as a full-time lecturer, where I had come from the profession. I remained in the institute for 3 years. Then I went again back to the profession where I opened my office and I started practicing. And at that time, I was connected to various colleges as a visiting faculty. So I realized that being connected to education gives a lot of insight into this field of architecture, and the quality of your work also improves. And uh, I love teaching. This is what I realized. So I decided that when I reached a particular age, then it is a time that I should give back to education whatever I have learned in education, or whatever I have learned in the profession. So that is the reason that in 2012 I came back to this college and joined it as a professor. And in 2019 I became the principal of this college.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harsh.
Being the dignity, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your institute?
I believe that once your level of education improves, then the college does not need any marketing. So the level of education, and primarily I see that there are four sectors in which any education institution should be rated. The first is the infrastructure of that institution. The second is the faculty, which becomes the very most important, the level of expertise that the faculty has. And the third is the curriculum, the syllabus of the institution. We being a private institution, we have the liberty and the advantage that we can change the syllabus as per the industry requirements every year also. So the frequent changes, the frequent upgrading of the syllabus gives us an edge on all other institutions. And the fourth is the learning aids and the learning tools or learning materials which the college uses to impart this education becomes the most important. And I think that is where our institution excels, because if you will see, we have a campus where you can say that we have famous architects from all over the world who have designed buildings in our institution. I think there is no other institution in the country, in our country, which invites famous architects. Like there is a building under construction which is almost completed, designed by Sir Norman Foster from UK. So we have building designed by Hafiz Contractor, we have building designed by Shirish Berry. So we have major buildings designed by world famous architects. So I think that is our USP, and the students get an advantage of being exposed to the works of such famous architects in our campus itself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can inbound student gain from studying here in your institute, sir?
The education system of any country is devised by the architectural practice of that particular country. In India, most of the architectural institutions follow what their profession needs. So that is why the education system cannot directly be compared to the other institutions all over the world, because the architectural practice in that world is different. And in our country, the architectural practice is different. So what we try to see to it that we prepare our students to be profession ready. That is number one point. And then to improve the profession or the development in the profession will also have to come through the education institutions. That is what we believe in, and we prepare our students to prepare for it.
Yes, sir. How does the curriculum of your college ensure the best practice of industry, sir?
As per our new education policy, it is the concentration of education has shifted from the teacher to the student. Now it has to be student-centric, the learning which has to happen. And this new syllabus which we have prepared after we became a private university, we came onto the private university, is that we have given this freedom of choosing a subject other than the mandatory subjects to the students. And we have started implementing that in our curriculum itself. So the student gets a choice to teach nature of the subjects, what they want to do, what they want to learn. So this choice is given to the students, and we have started this process which is recommended in the new education policy in our college itself already. I think that is a very big changer. And like any other development of the mind does not happen only in the classroom. We believe in that. It happens in an informal way where the teacher-student interaction happens outside the classrooms. And we encourage that throughout in our college. That is, I think, a very important factor which will make our institution different than other institutions.
Yes, sir. What do you think should be the university's top priority over the next 10 years, sir?
In the next 10 years, we have a vision that I have already mentioned the 4 points: the infrastructure, the faculty, the syllabus, and the learning method aids. So our vision is that we would improve in all these 4 spheres. And I think the major stress would be in getting the proper and the right faculty for teaching in our institution.
Sir, when you came to the college, what was your vision for the university? Has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing that vision are you?
I have recently joined this institution, but I have kept an eye on whatever development is happening in education in our country. With response to that, my vision has, after becoming the principal, become a concrete vision that the improvement in education institution has to come through faculties majorly. As a institution, we can provide infrastructure, we can alter the syllabus as per the need of the industry, which is the outside professional field. The management can give the learning materials, the learning aid, which are best in the industry to the students. But the major development has to come through the faculties. So we are paying special attention for the upgradation and the improvement of the faculties. So their training programs, if that are being held, their improvement, the workshops, so that when they are upgraded, the direct effect of that on the students is there, and the students will then be ready for the profession.
Yes, sir. What would you like people to know about your university they may not know, sir?
About our university, as I've already told you, it's a private university, and we have set our standards to the global level. Like, if everybody already knows that the D.Y. Patil Stadium is now one of the best stadiums in our country, that is part of our campus. And we have an hospital which is also part of our campus, which is attached to the medical college. From an architectural point of view, we have major architects, the famous architects which are world famous, who have designed building in our campus. So these are the few things that makes our campus the campus of tomorrow.
Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
The advice which I would like to give to the current youth, specifically those who want to come to our profession of architecture. Now, I will say, if you don't have an interest in architecture, then you should not join this profession. Those who have an interest in architecture should join this profession. Those who have interest in the development of mankind should come into architecture. There are certain qualities which the students should have when they join architecture. One is they should have a good visualization, good power of the mind to think. They should have good observation. If they cannot observe with their eyes, with their mind, they will not be able to make that changes which are required in the field of architecture. No, architects need a very good combination of science and arts, both. When I say arts, it is the aesthetic part, the drawing capabilities. So if you have these things in you, then you should come to the field of architecture and join a college. I always believe that it's a 5 years course, first of all, and it is very difficult for any student who have these qualities to fail in the course of architecture. They will have to actually try a lot to fail in architecture if they have these qualities. Now, once they have these qualities, it's chances that now it is our responsibility to see to it that they excel in architecture. Yes, Harsh.
Yes, sir. Sir, what do you see as your college's greatest strengths?
Our college's greatest strength is, first of all, our vision that we are here to make our student profession ready. Then, to make them profession ready, we have a syllabus which we can change frequently because being a private institutions, we take advice of the people in the profession to frame our syllabus, and with their advice we inculcate all the teachings through our faculties. And the faculties upgradation is another assets that we have. Then, being a private institution, again we are upgrading our institution to bring in all the latest learning aids in the institution, and it would be a very comfortable place for students to learn over here. Now, since due to the corona pandemic, we were the first institution we started with the online classes, so that our students don't have to work longer hours in a day in front of the camera, but we were able to ease out this whole online learning process, and we are comfortably placed in comparison to other institutions around us.
Yes, sir. How do you tend to establish a healthy relation and environment in your institute?
The healthy relations that we have is through the faculties, because of our vision and belief that learning does not happen only in classrooms. It happens with the interaction with the students have with the faculties, which is a friendly interaction. So I think that is the main thing of our institution that I would like to put forward in front of all the students, that here we believe in interactive learning through interaction with the faculties, whether it is online or it is in the college. It's interaction which will develop the mind of the architect.
Thank you, sir. I thank you, sir, for your time and consideration. I hope that you have enjoyed the session. The interview is done, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harsh and College Dunia, for giving me an opportunity to talk about our vision, talk about our profession, and talk about our campus. Thank you very much.